Thank you, sir, for joining us. We are getting information now that one of the other buildings, Building 7 in the World Trade Center complex, is on fire and has either collapsed or is collapsing. And
what more can you tell us about the Salomon Brothers building and its collapse?
All I can attest to is that by noon or 1 o'clock, they told us we had to move from that triage site up to Pace University, a little further away, because Building 7 was going to come down or being brought down.
Did they actually use the word brought down, and who was it that was telling you this?
The fire department, and they did use the word we're going to have to bring it down.
His reaction to the footage is unprejudiced. Does the top go first? No, the bottom. It starts on the bottom. They simply blew up columns and the rest caved in afterwards. So this is different from the W2C, don't you agree? Yes, you see the bottom floors go first and the rest implodes. This is a controlled demolition. You're sure? Absolutely, it's been imploded. This was a hired job performed by a team of experts. But it also happened on 9/11, the same day? The same day. Are you sure? Yes.
You know, it might have appeared that way, but from my close-up inspection, there's no evidence of a plane having crashed anywhere near the Pentagon. The only site is the actual site of the building that's crashed in, and as I said, the only pieces left that you can see are small enough that you could pick up in your hand. There are no large tail sections, wing sections, a fuselage, nothing like that anywhere around, which would indicate that the entire plane crashed into the side of the Pentagon.
When I was standing in front of the Pentagon that night, seeing one of our fortresses pried open by a missile airplane, airplane, thinking about the number of people that probably died on the plane and on the ground.
The debris here is spread over a 3 to 4 mile radius, which has now been completely sealed off and is being treated, according to the FBI, as a crime scene. Governor Tom Ridge made some remarks earlier at a press conference. He had flown over the site. He said the emergency response here was immediate. He also said, and I don't know whether or not you all are able to see pictures of this, but this is one of those cases where the pictures really do tell the story, that sort of the most horrifying aspect of this particular crash scene is how little debris is visible. There is a large crater in the ground, and I'm hoping that you all are seeing it as I'm talking about it. That's really all you see is a large crater in the ground and just tiny, tiny bits of debris. There's been at least one report that the investigators out there, and there are hundreds of them, as I said tonight, have found nothing larger than a phone book.
I want to get quickly to Chris Kanicki. He's a photographer with the Pittsburgh affiliate of Fox affiliate. He was back there just a couple of minutes ago, and Chris, I've seen the pictures. It looks like there's nothing there except for a hole in the ground.
Basically, that's right. The only thing you could see from where we were was a big gouge in the earth.
Any large pieces of debris at all?
No, there was nothing that you could distinguish that a plane had crashed there.
Smoke, fire?
Nothing. It was absolutely quiet. It was actually very quiet. Nothing going on down there. No smoke, no fire. Just a couple of people walking around. They look like part of the NTSB crew.
Shot down the plane over Pennsylvania. Shot down the plane over Pennsylvania.
United Airlines 93 in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, on the 9/11 day. That airplane was shot down by an F-16 with a 20-millimeter cannon, and there's a lot of people, oh no, we wouldn't do that, you know, it's BS. And, well, the fact is, we did do it, and it was shot down. For the people who say, you know, no, that didn't happen, they have to explain how seat covers, magazines, and all other material was found at least 8 miles away from the crash scene. It didn't blow there. It didn't, you know, it didn't pop up there. You know, it wasn't taken there. You know, it fell out of the airplane before it crashed into the ground in Shanksville.
Someone has a comment about it, actually. He says that his mother's friend's husband was working for ATC around that time.
Yeah.
And he remembers him mentioning something that they absolutely know that the plane was shot down.
Yeah, he was, and you have to be careful, being an ATC controller, you're liable to get killed if you talk about anything that happened on 9/11. You heard Bill O'Reilly, that's when I quit listening to Bill O'Reilly's show, the no spin zone.
That's right.
Well, he was giving that thing a spin because somebody came along with all kinds of evidence of why that thing was shot down. And he said, oh, no, you know, I can't. Yeah, and they mentioned, well, how about this debris that was found 8 miles away? He says, oh, well, you know, that could have easily been blown by the wind. And that's when I quit listening to that guy.